Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow and the foreseeable future, Theodore. And I'm with the hottest battler in the UK and admin of the Battle Spirits English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Hello.
So yeah, Ayumu, how are you feeling that now? Well, I mean, we have established that New Year is a normal day for you, so yeah, just normally, how was it for you this week?
I actually went down to London to
Mm-hmm.
visit my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally at 11:55 p.m. on New Year,
Oh.
and then I took a 7-hour bus
Mm-hmm.
down there and stay at his place until Friday night,
Mm-hmm.
where I take another overnight coach and I just returned today actually.
Okay, that was a pretty long journey.
Yeah, but everything is chill. Everything is chill. He has 2 cats and they're very cute
Oh, it
and
was.
friendly
Mm-mm.
and fluffy
Mm-mm.
and also makes all kind of cute sounds whenever they're hungry.
Yeah, that sounds like a really relaxing New Year. My New Year, on the other hand, I think until one, I just slept because on pretty much close to Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So actually during the Christmas day, the day after, my sister wanted to go to Berlin with her family. So I don't have any plan on going there, but like we had this conversation and then like, okay, your cousin is also coming. Like, what do you think? Like, you might be able to use the German ticket, which is you pay 49 euro, and then for the whole month you can use any local train that is within Germany. So theoretically, if I use that, I can take the about 4 local trains, and then I can reach Berlin in around 9 hours, which, according to my sister, is not worse than if you are driving there, because if you're driving, you're going to take 8 or 9 hours anyway, and then you're alone, so you don't have any kids to worry. Like, what do you think? Like, should you go? And then okay, so the big event is my nephew's birthday on the 28th. So I have
Mm-hmm.
1 day to decide whether I want to go. And then because I'm going to Berlin, there's also Amamiya. So like, okay, so like I just ask Amamiya, like, is it cool if I go there? And then we play Battle Spirits. And then yeah, I decided that day, okay, I still don't know what I'm going to do with my holiday. Like, doing a revision is a given since my thesis is finally almost done. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just going to do one last proofreading, print them, and then submit them to the university, and then I will finally have my defense.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I still don't know what to do on the New Year holiday itself. So like, yeah, I was like, yeah, fuck it, I will go. It's like basically it also allows me to kind of like see the part of Germany that I haven't really seen, right? Like,
Mm.
it is really tiring. It was really bothersome because I have to get off the train and then wait for the next train and then hope that in the next train I will be able to sit. Like, one of the train I actually for the half of the trip I did not get any seat, so like I almost have to stand up for the whole trip. Thankfully, the stairs was empty, so I was able to use that as a seat to some extent. And then yeah, I figured like, yeah, I got to, because I have to stop at some of the stations, I will have some time to kind of look at least like the area around the main station, right? So yeah, I was like, yeah,
Mm.
why not? And yeah, it was surprisingly not too tedious. Like, I think on the first day there was like maybe 1 to 2 hours delay, so it takes 11 hours in total. And
Wow.
then yeah, the return trip was pretty much pleasant, really pleasant. Only there's only like 10 minutes of delay, which is really uncharacteristic of Deutsche Bahn. My goodness.
For those who don't understand, when yours said
Mm-mm.
when Theo said 10 minutes delay, that's a good thing
Mm-mm.
because normally it would delay for probably an hour at least.
Yes. Well, maybe not an hour, but it's like 10 minutes on 10 minutes on each like if they delay it by like 9 minutes, like the 10 minutes is still obvious, right? But if they delay it for like 9 minutes, they will say like, okay, we are late for 5 minutes.
Ah,
So like, but you are delayed for 9 minutes. Yeah, no, we are delayed for 5 minutes. Trust us. My
just
goodness.
gonna casually gaslight you.
Yes, exactly. It's living with Deutsche Bahn is pain. Although, admittedly, every time I have a conversation with like another Indonesian, like, okay, so if we compare the training system in Germany to the one in Indonesia, of course, German one is better. But I've been here for 4 years. This is my normal now. So I am not comparing it to the one in Indonesia. I'm comparing it to the one yesterday when there's no breakdown, and then like today there's a breakdown. Like, god damn.
Oof.
Yeah. Like I think
Yeah, go ahead.
Mhm. And I think I told you the story that I almost got into a fight with my sister on for that Pokemon thing, right? Because turns out there's like only one or two trains that is going to the city that where the Pokeboss is. So like yeah. So like since both of them went into breakdown, it just delayed my trip by a lot. My goodness.
Oof. Talk about hectic journey. When I came back with the coach last night,
Mm-mm.
so like it sets off 11 p.m.
Mm-mm.
and then when we started bus, someone literally jumped in front of the coach.
Oh.
No, they're not going to commit suicide.
Okay.
They were just late, so they
Mm-mm.
want to get on. And
Ah.
then the driving assistant was like, no,
Mm.
you're late. You're
Mm-mm.
late. You're not getting on. You're delaying everyone. Stop. Get out of the way. Like eventually he let him get on. But like the driving assistant was pretty much a dickhead as well.
Mm-mm.
Because like it was a night coach, and so like people are supposed to be quiet,
Mm-mm.
which is fine.
Mm-mm.
But like I mean, I suppose you can probably still murmur and everything like that.
Mm-mm.
So I was sitting at the very front, and there was some people like beside me who was just like murmuring to each other, and they literally got him and said, "Be quiet. This is a night coach. Like if you don't be quiet, I'm gonna have you like leave the coach." And like I was like, "What?"
What?
And then the guy said who was sitting beside me, he took out like some. I think it was actually kebab, like some
Mm-mm.
kind of kebab, and then like
Ooh.
it was hot and then like steamy and then like smells nice. And then like and then the driving assistant got up, look for the
Mm-mm.
sauce. He found it and then he said, "You're getting off this coach." And then he was
Mm-mm.
like, "What? Why?" And it's
Mm-mm.
like, "No hot food on the coach." And it's like, "Yeah, what? Yeah." He said like last time
Uh-huh.
he went on the coach as well, and then like everyone was eating, like no one
Mm-mm.
talked about it, and then like the driving assistant told the driver like, okay, we're stopping at the next stop, and then like he stopped the coach, and then the guy literally grabbed the bag of food and then went out and just threw into the bin,
Mm-mm.
and it just came back in, and it's like literally traumatized the traumatized the person sitting beside me. He was so scared because he was asking why couldn't I have food, and then he was like stop asking, or I'm gonna bring you to court. And it's like, what? Well, I'm just asking a question. It's like, no, be quiet. It's like, what? And he got so scared. Like the guy like later on literally asked me for my phone number in
Mm-mm.
case he actually need a witness or something like that.
Oh, what a poor
It
guy.
Yeah, it was so dumb.
Uh,
It was so dumb.
yeah, that guy's being way too extreme. It's like when I first heard about it on the story, like when you said kebab, I just had kebab yesterday, and then like, oh, hearing your story, like all the steam and everything, it made me water, and made my mouth water, and then now I just, I am just angry that that guy has to throw his kebab away. This is way too sad. No, nobody deserves to have their kebab taken away from them. Mm,
Yeah. Yeah, like for me, I literally had to cut down my
mm-mm,
food recently.
mm-mm,
Like, cause like after return from Germany, well, not
mm-mm.
Germany, and from the US, like, oh my god, like they have so much oil. It was horrible.
Ooh.
And then I told myself I need to start eating salad.
Mm-mm.
When I come back. But then I came back, and then my parents came over Christmas, so like
Oh.
we hung out in Glasgow,
Mm-mm.
and then obviously they're gonna just bring us to all kind of restaurants and like cook a lot of stuff and everything like that.
Mm-mm.
And then like after that, like literally the last day as well, the last meal with them,
Mm-mm.
I was we were having teppanyaki.
Oh.
And then like for some reason the meal besides the rice also gives you potatoes. That's a lot
Oh.
of carbohydrates.
Oh.
Why the fuck? Couldn't finish that, and I
Mm-mm.
was very full as well.
Yeah.
And then like after that, as I said, I went down to London to visit my friend, and then
Mm-mm.
good family, made a lot of
Mm-mm.
food because the friends are over.
Mm-mm. Mm. My God,
I'm just so full right now. Like today, like
Mm-mm.
my breakfast was literally
Mm-mm.
two onigiri made
Ooh.
by my friend's mom,
Mm-mm.
and then like that was at like 11 a.m.
Mm-mm.
and then I just went through the whole day without any other food,
Mm-mm.
and then just like an hour before right now,
Mm-mm.
I just finished like six other onigiri, and then like
Oof.
that's it,
Mm-mm.
that's it.
My God.
That's it for tonight. I'm probably gonna drink some miso soup later, and then, like that's it.
Ooh. My God, I felt really hungry now. Although I believe I should. Nah. My schedule is currently really messed up. So I think I did have some breakfast, so I couldn't sleep. So at 7, I just decided, okay, my fridge is almost empty. Let's go to the supermarket. So I just bought some bread and then some ham for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just realized why I couldn't sleep. Turns out after practicing with Amamiya last night for the Worlds, I forgot to tone down my heater, so it was really warm in my room. So it's like even like it's really hot inside my blanket. So it's like, oh yeah, this is not working. And then
Oof.
I turned down the heater, and then almost instantly, I fell asleep for like 5 hours or something. So I fell asleep around 9, and then I woke up around 4 p.m. So 7 hours even. My God.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, after that I made a fried rice, and then I just realized like sometimes I just use way too much oil.
I,
Yeah.
I barely use any oil when I'm cooking.
Mm-mm. Uh, yeah, I think I use a little bit too much today. Like I didn't even use any soy sauce or anything. Just use the ham. My goodness. Like the only good thing is in German is like getting cured meat is way easier. Like if you want to buy cured meat in Indonesia, it's like it will cost you an arm and a leg. Like you might as well just murder the animal yourself and smoke everything yourself. But yeah.
Oof.
Although yeah, that kind of reminds me like the days like because we have like that Muslim like the Muslim holiday, right? Like where they sacrifice the either a cow or a lamb or a goat basically. So that is basically like some kind of, that's not really holiday. It's more like of a festival. Not really, but it's a public holiday. But it's the day where they kind of slaughter these animals. But the point is, after that they will kind of distribute it to the local people. So basically just to help people who are in need, kind of thing, which is nice. The less nice thing is like the month leading to this, like people, like because we barely have any laws that, we have the laws that prevents people from just opening their stall like everywhere, but like of course the enforcement is not as strict. So sometimes people just bring like live animals, and then they just bring them to the side of the street. So like you ride motorcycles everywhere, and then you need to stop because there's a traffic jam or something. And then just beside the street, there's this guy who are showing his wares of like 1 cow and 5 goats. And boy, it is a makeshift. It is a makeshift barn, so like, of course, it's going to smell pretty strong. My God, those were the days.
Oof.
Yeah. And yeah, sometimes although I was not supposed to be like one of the recipients, but sometimes my neighbor got it from their local mosque, and then like they just share it with us, which is nice.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, which is also a nice gesture. Like sometimes to share things, we don't really have to have too much, because admittedly, like some of my neighbors aren't really that well off, but they still give it to us anyway. Although we are, we to put it frankly, like we don't really need it, but it's just okay. We were really thankful to you guys for being such a good neighbor, so I'm going to share this anyway. So it's like, yeah, that is a really nice gesture, regardless. Yeah. Although here I don't have like I don't have a bro yet, so not yet. It's not happening. I almost became a bro with the kebab guy, but it's like yeah, the kebab is now way too expensive.
Oof.
Like yesterday, I really wanted to eat like the kebab with rice, so I just bought like the kebab sandwich, and then I just hollowed the sandwich into rice that I cooked myself. My God.
Romance is over.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I buy anything like regularly, so it's like, yeah, it's a little bit hard, because like the moment you eat something that you don't make yourself in Germany, the price just spikes a lot.
I mean, it's the same in the UK, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's another that is probably why we are not having anything for after New Year. Also, I think the temperature in general just changes again. So it's like, I woke up, I cannot wake up. This is hard. But yeah, we have to kind of prepare for Worlds anyway. I traded basically an arm and a leg to finally be able to afford everything. I'm going to.
Nice.
I am basically now living by trapping pigeons. My chef friend told me that preparing pigeons is really complicated, so he doesn't recommend cleaning your own pigeon for newbies. But like, we'll have to try now. I'm in desperation now. I'll have to learn to clean my own pigeon. My God.
Pigeon.
Pigeon, yeah.
What's pigeon?
It's the birds. Like, the birds that you usually see in the station.
Oh, wait, what do you mean cleaning the pigeon?
It means you slaughter the pigeon, and then you clean the thing so you can eat it.
Bruh.
So yeah, you basically clean the corpse so you can eat the meat.
Bruh.
But yeah, I think it's not on that level yet. Like, if I am desperate, like there is one step, I will have this thing called a grill burger.
Mm-hmm.
It is a product that is usually only available in the Turkish supermarket. It is a frozen grill burger, in quotation marks. I don't know what it is made of. It They say that it has some chicken. the The interesting part is they printed it on the packaging that the UVP is 3.5, and that is for 1 kilogram of grilled burger. So yeah, you can imagine what could actually be inside, because like don't know what they made it out of, because like if it's mixed with lots of flour, then it should be crispy, right? Like, because
Yeah.
if you actually like pan fry it, it cannot be crispy. It doesn't brown.
Mm-hmm.
So like it cannot be like with some food, like if you brown it, then it is mysteriously more appetizing, right? Like this thing is just a brown thing, and then you can't make it any more appetizing than it already is, which is not not in a good way. Like you can't improve this thing any further. And then even if you eat two at once, it's like, yeah, it's like eating air. That's probably the main ingredient. That's probably why they can make it so cheap. Like it's just 50% chicken and stuff mixture and flour mixture, and then the other 50% is just frozen air. My goodness.
it's like fermenting dough or something like that.
Yeah.
Making bread.
Yeah, like
Maybe they put yeast in it.
probably, yeah. So basically they put yeast into it, and then it expands. And then they usually with bread, you kind of like slice the bread open so that the gas can escape. This one they don't. So basically once it expands, they just throw it in the freezer. So now the gas solidifies inside the burger, and then now
I don't think that's how it works, but sure.
yeah. As someone who failed chemistry, I should have known better. I for the record, I don't really fail chemistry, but that's like the science course that I care the least about. Yeah. I was more of a physics guy back then, but now I already forget all the physics, and I wanted to be a game programmer. That wouldn't work. But yeah, being programmer is more about math. So like, yeah, and then I just got mathematics. Like I didn't really understand like why in my university back then, like if you wanted to get like a dual degree, then if you wanted to get a dual degree for computer science, like in foreign university, they usually do like a dual degree with business kind of thing. So more into giving you the economical context on why do you need to do all of this. In my uni, there are only two dual degree program for computer science, and
Sure.
you will either need to combine it with mathematics or statistics. So yeah, I'm not taking any of that. My goodness. But yeah, I kind of understand now, because like Indian, like programming itself, it's something that is something that is quote unquote easy. Like the hard part is always like how do you design the program, like in the context of stuff. Like mathematics helps you to make more accurate stuff. Business give you more into like how do you separate like the responsibility kind of things. So yeah. And then like if you are into engineering, then it's also more accurate stuff. And then like actually like my professor roasted me during the Christmas during the Christmas party. Because like when he made his presentation, he just mentioned, okay. But yeah, as you all know now, I am actually not a computer scientist. I'm an electrical engineer. Computer science is just something that I do because it's easy. My God.
Bruh, that's just flax.
The burn, man. The burn. Yeah, I think like because I think in that room I'm the only one who are there like with the background of like computer science. Like everybody else are there like their background is either engineering or computer engineering. But just like it can like getting like a computer degree can be really confusing because computer engineering and computer science and informatics and there's like information science and what else, like there's lots of things that that are offered if you wanted to learn this computer thing, and then they are all subtly different, and then some are actually more relevant to the other, some are more flexible than the other because it's more into engineering and stuff. So yeah, and then you wouldn't know like which one suits your career path until you graduate. My God. But at least with computer science I can manage the course because it was basically mathematics until the end. So yeah, which is why it's also like surprising like how I was able to do all the mathematics while in high school I was really struggling. Okay, have I told you like the story when I almost when my mathematics teacher was extremely furious at me?
No, you haven't.
Yeah, because like with all gradings, like there's always like a how to say, like there's a component of the grading, right? So like for in my school, like it's 50% your final exam, 30% the midterm exam, and then 20% like whatever you do in class, right? So like at that so the passing grade for my mathematics course in high school was 70.
Okay.
And then I got I think 72 or 71. 70, I think 71 for like the rest. So like the midterm and the class thing combined amount to 71. And
Sure.
then I got 69 on my final exam. Nice. Nice. Which means my total score for the whole course is like 70, right? So I passed, right? That means I passed, right? And then and then I asked my mom, even if I go to this like, because we have like the remedial exam, right? Like the makeup exam. And like, mom, if I go to this makeup exam, like the best thing that can happen is I will increase my score by like 0.5. Like, can I just not go? And then my mom said yes. And then and then everything is done. And then we have like the term holiday.
Yeah.
And then come the term holiday, like my homeroom teacher is having his birthday, so we all come to school because we like him, so we just come to the school to celebrate. And then since he was a good friend of my math teacher, he saw my face and then he was like laughing, like, Theodore, you should have seen your math teacher. She was fuming that you didn't come to the makeup exam. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, I know that this score will not change, but at least show your face. My God.
Oof.
My goodness. I think we have a difference in values there. I think she think that I am trying to test her by not coming to the makeup exam. I didn't. I was just lazy. Sorry, ma'am. If you somehow found this tape by some kind of mistake, yeah. It's not like I'm trying to disrespect you. I was just lazy. Speaking of lazy, I was like just thinking of taking like the whole November for a break from BSS, just to kind of empty myself, and then I will resume everything in December. But of course, it didn't happen. I finally resumed my training though. Finally,
Good.
and then I basically just got stuck really hard by Awamiya too. I think like we have played like for like 3 best of 3 so far, and then like I think I only won twice.
Bruh.
Yeah, I've fallen off. Yeah, this is what I've become right now. Yeah, how was your preparation, Ayumu?
Haven't started.
Nice. We'll go there. We'll just hope that there are only 64 people registering, and then we can just have fun for the rest of the day. Not going to happen.
I don't think there are only gonna be 64 people, man.
Yeah, not going to happen. We'll have to try our best. Also, because we have to. I wanted to get the full card set, and then we need to get at least top 16 for that. Yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle. Or will it? Or is it?
Man.
Yeah. And I wanted to
think about.
Yeah. Can't really join locals now. Unless I am able to somehow empty my Monday, then I can go to locals.
We don't even have a local. Lol.
Ooh.
I mean, we technically do, but not for tournament and everything.
Oh well, it happens. Yeah, actually, I was kind of even thinking like going to Netherlands. Just to just to join the local, because I think let's see if it's actually taking less time to go to that city than it is to go to my friends to Aachen.
Seriously?
There it might be like Arnhem. It is still like I think my friend said that it's going to take like another, like you will still have to take another train from Arnhem. But if I recall correctly, I only needed to basically take one single train. So let's see. Actually, okay, it's going to take 3 hours. Also because so basically there was a train, the track repair. So they need to replace the train with bus. So that's where the length of the journey came from.
Okay.
So like the bus ride itself is 2 hours. It's basically not that different from taking the Flixbus. But that's just now with Flixbus in 2 hours I can reach Amsterdam, and this one is basically in the rural, in the border. So it's like, this is not working. I'll probably have to take the Flixbus. Kind of wanted to go to the Netherlands before I go to the US though, because in the US I am planning to meet one of my friend who is also in Indonesian. So I kind of wanted to give them a present that is close to home. The chocolate sprinkles, yay!
Yay!
Yay! Yeah, have I given you like the Indonesian dessert, like the the bread, like the toast with the chocolate sprinkles inside?
Toast with the chocolate. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, I think you talk about it, but I don't think I've actually tried it yet.
Yeah. I mean, like for the most part, it just tastes like chocolate, like sweet chocolate. But yeah, there's something. That's like, even I was talking to my Dutch friend, and then like he cannot, like some of the Indonesian dessert that I told him, it was like, I cannot process this inside my head. Like, you guys just cheese for this inside toast with chocolate and peanut butter. Well, not really peanut butter. We just use peanut. Just crushed peanut. Crushed unsalted peanut.
I don't know why this somehow sounds even worse.
But yeah. I also don't know why it just probably because I've eaten it before I was aware that it might not work. So I was like, yeah, this is normal, right? My god. Because like I think almost every sweet dessert, it's basically some kind of bread, butter, and then or margarine. I think margarine most of the time. I don't think we can afford the butter. And then any combination of chocolate sprinkles, crushed peanut, and then cheddar cheese.
And then what?
Cheddar cheese.
Cheddar.
Cheddar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So at
I
least
don't
it's
know
not,
what to think about that.
yeah, at least it's not really like savory, like super savory stuff. But it's like, yeah. Don't know why it just works. Like, even we have like grape and everything. Like also like I think it's less of an Indonesian thing, it's more like an Asian thing, like where they basically made the grape super thin and then like wait until it kind of solidifies kind of thing. Like that's like I ate the grape in Germany, and then the skin was still really soft. But like in Indonesia, in Singapore, like basically at least in Southeast Asia, like grape is something that is supposed to be crispy. Like for us, so it's like, oh.
Grape is supposed to be something crispy.
Yeah.
Oh, crepe.
Grape, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying grape.
No. If the grape is crispy, it's all other. It's a whole other put all together. My goodness. Oh yeah, and then I don't know why I connect this while we are talking about grape, but like I suddenly remember like the new bird folk. Like
Okay.
don't know why I said it. My brain just goes straight to the new bird folk because I just find out like how like you can't control like the outcome, but like when she is summoned, you discard the top card of opponent's deck. If that card is a spirit card, you draw one. Otherwise, you place a core from the void onto the spirit. It was like, what the fuck? There's almost zero way that you can not get an advantage from this. Maybe only against purple, but like it's not like purple is not a menace to everyone anyway. So it's like, huh. This is actually really nice. Like imagine you use that in blue just to ramp or draw. Like, oh, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Mm-mm.
If it's not that the support for bird folk sucks in general.
I know, right? Imagine if this is a fabled piece, it's going to be like the most broken shit I ever printed.
Oh no, God! Oh
My
God, no! Please no!
And I also love like how and they made the Valkyries somewhat into a diva. Have you seen like
yeah,
Valkyrie
yeah,
Kalista? Yeah,
the Ice Princess.
yeah. The Ice Princess of BSS is the diva of BS. My goodness.
I mean, it was the same in the original Japanese before diva is a thing. Yeah, so.
Yeah, then again in the lore it's also like they are like really my god. It's going to sound bad, but they look like really privileged politicians, aren't they? I still remember
Sounds about
vividly.
right.
Yeah, I still remember vividly in the set 2 lore, like they got evacuated, and then they complained because the city was dirty. Like, what the fuck? You guys are refugees. Like, why are you asking for Why are you guys asking for this? But the city got reformed and got clean in the end. So it's is it does the end justify the means in that case? But my god, like how the white spirits were like blindly sacrificing themselves for the ice princesses are a little bit too it's a little bit too heavy for me. My god. What are they? Otaku? Idolota? My god.
Hikikomori.
Oh my goodness. Imagine that my Moaji is now a hikikomori by shouting himself at Superbia inside that deep cave. Like deep crevice. Oh, no, he died, right?
Well,
Yeah, I think like the meme so in set 2, I think like the one of the center stories that Mamo ages dragged Superbia into like a really deep crevice to kill it. But there's also a suicide attack, so I guess Mamo ages also died.
oh yeah, he died. Yeah.
My god. Yeah, so I think I already talked about this, but yeah, I still can't get it over my head. Like they always introduces, okay, so this is your hero, and then they just kill it right away. Great.
Yeah.
Like the very first introduction of PSS is that this is Sigmund Nova. He is really strong. He is really cool. He is going to be your main card. And then
He died.
and then he dies. My god. My goodness. And then not only he dies, his enemy, just to spite him, revive him as a corpse. My god. That this cannot be even farther from cannot be even deeper than that. My god. But yeah, my god.
In hells.
Yeah. I don't know why, like I don't know why, like now they basically have almost 50-50 of the spirits and the vanilla. And then now and then you have another 50-50 of the spirits that are actually interesting, and then 50% of the spirits that is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they give so many vanilla. Not even Japanese game gave so many vanilla.
Yeah.
Like the Japanese game was almost like 3 vanilla per color. This
know,
one's
right?
like for some reason 6. Why?
No, right. I know they wanted to kind of make it work for the draft, but still, do you really need this much vanilla every single time? My goodness. Also, I think like have we talked about it here? Like how like in the Western card game they kind of wanted to make the booster packs looks like it has more volumes by adding more cards, but although they added more cards, it's more cards that you don't actually need.
Right.
Yeah.
I like, doesn't card game just do that in general? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's I mean like it's the one in the Western market in general, right? Like in the Japanese market, like I think sometimes they start with that, and then like eventually as the game got larger, they try to tone down the volume. Although I think like with
Really?
BS, yeah, I think like with BS, I think they kind of like do the Western thing though. Like then now they do like the guaranteed one rare, and then now we have more commons. Or do we not?
I don't know. I
already
I'm
forgot.
really looking in it.
Yeah. We have been so dependent on singles that now we don't even know like how the booster pack looks like in a Japanese game anymore. My god.
Exactly.
Yeah. Kinda wanted the booster with Toa though. And yeah, and then the new Battlers Cup Kings Command Toa. Yeah, I need to get that as well. And speaking of delicious promo, like yeah, I think like the interesting thing, like the world's promo, like I think it kind of shows that that's probably like a good mark in history that in the world's promo you will get like some of the like one of the extra from BSS04 first, because like they were supposed to be released on the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Well,
actually it's
we said some, but really just one, isn't it?
yeah, it's just one.
It's
Actually,
just, yeah.
arguably, like the strong draw has the art of the blue extra.
Well, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is argued, but yeah, depends on how you want to see it. But like the purely BSS04 card is only Yotun Grim. Yeah, Yotun Grim. Yotun
Okay.
Grim. Yeah.
Your tongue grim.
Yeah, Macalossus Yotun Grim.
Okay.
Is Jotun or Jotun? My god, I have been in Germany for way too long.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it sounds German.
But it's Nordic, right?
Oh, okay, true.
Yeah. Don't know why.
Let's see if it's an actual word.
Thing is, the Jotun itself, it's like the snake from the Norse mythology, right?
Oh yeah, I think that's what it's based on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Jotun.
Ah, okay.
I can't read the pronunciation. You know, like the scribbly things that like helps you to understand how to pronounce the sound.
And then you never see that those alphabets anyway, so it's not like it's going to help you. But they have to have it anyway, so it's like, yeah, I guess it's helpful to some people. My goodness. So you kind of wanted to push.
So Jotun
Grim.
Jotun Grim, yeah.
Or at least that's the English pronunciation, if you may. Yeah.
I mean, English usually follows the pronunciation, whatever word they borrows anyway, so.
Like, sate? Sate ayam? Sate ayam? Yeah.
What?
Sate ayam. It's it's Indonesian word for chicken skewers. But yeah, oh yeah, suddenly remember like one shorts the other day. Like, as you know, like those kind of shorts where there's this American guy who knows lots of chefs, and then like he met a chef who said that his favorite food is like the Indonesian sate ayam. And then he proceeded to make one, and then like, god damn, this doesn't look like anything I've ever had in my life ever. Oh my god. But yeah, it's basically like the westernized version of it. Like the Dutch interpretation of it. Yeah. That's like, I think with stuff like sate ayam, it's basically like ramen, right? Like there are every region has their own satay. So like when I go to this restaurant in my hometown, like my region alone has like, I think 4 or 5 different kind of satay. Like
nice,
right? The main
I haven't had
difference is
satay for so long.
yeah. My god, kind of really I wanted to burn some meat now. Time to grab the pigeons. My god.
Oh god.
Yeah. But yeah, it's basically just the difference mainly in the sauce, I think. But even like some styles, you can have it like multiple ways. Like, cause the most common one in Java is the one from Madura. So that is an island that is like really close to Java. It's like there it is connected to Java with a bridge, and the bridge was like 30 minutes away from my house. So it's like it became a tourist spot in a way. Because it was pretty recently built. I think it was built like 10, 15 years ago. So yeah. like before that we just used the ferry, and then like we just realized like how much trade was happening between these two islands. So like let's build a bridge. And then like like with all races, like there's always stereotypes, right? Like the funny thing is like the stereotype for Madura people is that they one of their biggest commerce is selling scrap metals.
Okay.
So like when the when the bridge was first built, like there was this rumor that there are bad actors from that island that were unscrewing the bolts from the bridges to sell sell them as scrap metals. My God. But
Okay.
the more fun interpretation of that is like there's this one local animation, and then because like the Maduran's character, like he just sells he became really rich, right? Like and then the other character was just asking him like, where did you get all this money from? And then he just said, yeah, I just sold the scrap metals of a transformer. And then they just drop like a disassembled Optimus Prime behind him. Like, why? Oh my God, what the fuck? That was kind of out of nowhere. Yeah, I just thought like,
yeah, that's so random. I don't know how to comment on that.
I know, right? It is funnier in my head when I was younger. Now after I say this, like, oh, it's just that. Like if we don't know anything about Transformer, it kind of also that doesn't make sense. Especially since in the BBC, it's it looks a little bit different. Do you remember that fiasco? That time I think it's BBC that they during the Tokyo Olympics, they filmed a certain statue in Odaiba. And then they said, this is a Transformer statue.
Oh, like you mean the Gundam thing in Japan?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a masterpiece.
Oh
In its
God.
own. My God. Damn. And then and then the other thing that is in my head, it's like the new Petit Vinyl.
The what?
The new Petit Vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at first I was like, I kind of wanted to make like a whole shit post just to show people how I'm obsessed with one of her support card, cause she's just way too pretty. And then like the actual Vinyl herself was like revealed, and then like just way too pretty for her own right. And then now with all the new Petit spirits, they always have the non-Petit version with the sword, right? With a knife, basically. And then like someone I posted it, and then like, oh yeah, I think it's quite okay. And then like someone mentioned that there is no restriction on her effect, and then I reread the effect, and then like, if the top card of your deck is open and then it's a Spirit of Brave card, you may summon it.
Oh yeah, we were brainstorming with a lot of stuff today.
My God. I didn't even brainstorm, and then I look at that like, so I can just summon Ragnarok and then Corpus 6.
Yeah.
My God. That is one next level stuff. I thought like the time that the FCG made that armored machine gacha with Petit Vinyl, I thought that was the pick, and then now there's a whole there's a whole other layer on top of that. So basically, you can bring 3 Grace Order, 3 of the new the rare Vinyl, and then 3 of Bachman the Kill, and then now you have 9 stuff to bring out anything on top of your deck.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. That is an actual improvement. My God. Yeah, who would have thought that? Of all the unrelated stuff that they accidentally supported, it's actually Armored Machine Gacha.
When we were saying like it actually also basically supports every yellow deck, every yellow spirit deck, especially the divas. I was saying now I can turn 2 Elsa.
Ooh.
Or even better, turn 2 Moonwolves.
Ooh. My God. My God. Why do you always plan this kind of thing inside my head? So basically just Vanil. three of the big the Vanil. You get the draw cards and then all the double symbol spirits.
Right. Yeah, I guess you can do that as well, yeah.
And then Judgment Dragoness.
Yes.
My God. Yeah, now I kind of even regret more that I didn't try my hardest to get the Judgment Dragoness. I think like the last time I tried to try hard a little bit to get the Judgment Dragoness, I opened like 2 boxes of the wafer with the Judgment Dragoness reprint.
And
then I think both of them I just pulled them out. So it's like, no, not like this. So I think it's like a 50-50 of whether you get the Mauchu or the Judgment Dragoness, right? Again, then like, yep, I opened 2. Both of them are Mauchu. Yeah, that was. I can't move on from that. And I think even to this day, sometimes I still kind of like I don't know if it's a copium or it's just my brain trying to protect my feelings. But sometimes I just had the memory that I opened that Judgment Dragoness. But whenever I try to look inside my collection, I cannot find it. It's like, do I really get it?
the Schrodinger Judgment Dragoness. Yeah, now I'm thinking like gonna see like what kind of other support gets. I was planning to only get like 3 Petit Neo and then like 3 of the Effens. But depending on how it goes, like maybe might as well just get a whole deck.
I know, right? Like we might even need multiple copies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Like so just get the whole playset and then 3 more Petit Vanille and then 3 of the bird fan. Like how do we call it? Like the pan vanille.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I guess like we still don't know like what manner of weapon that she actually holds, right? Like because in the Art of the Brave itself, it looks like a staff, but clearly, like when in her final form, she is not using it as a staff. So yeah, is it a staff?
Maybe just a stick to bonk you.
It's a bong stick.
It's a bonk stick. No horny.
No horny, but I'm horny. Oh my God.
I'm horny.
Speaking of horny, I just finished like 3-hour session of playing Akiba Strip.
Oh God.
Yeah. It is really interesting on to see like how far they are trying to make it like borderline raunchy. Like because the title itself it is actually not Akiba Strip. It is Akiba with an apostrophe S, Akiba's Trip. So it was supposed to be your trip to Akiba.
Okay.
But, yeah. The game itself, yeah, now that I've almost full cleared it, like I think I am only missing 1 single achievement to full clear it. It really grows on me. Kinda shows you like how we see things 10-11 years ago, because that was the map of the game was based on Akiba like around 2012 to 2013.
Sure.
Yeah, so if you have went there, it's like a really nice throwback to it, and you
No,
don't
I've
have
never been
to.
there.
Oh, then maybe you can get a good look into it. The only thing that is missing like is like the TCG stuff. Like the shop itself is there, so you can see like Card Kingdom in in Akiba strip, but you cannot go inside. But I want to go inside. Yeah. Yeah, actually, like I think I visited some shop that I actually didn't see in like when I go to Akiba because I just laser focus. Does the store has a trading card in its name? If not, then I'm not going in. uh, but yeah. Now I feel like I'm familiar and not familiar at the same time with the area. And the fuck up part is like you can kind of like force the game to be over at any time because like Akiba is like a city, right? In a
Yeah.
sense, like if you compare it to other country, although like the way the cities work in Japan is a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you compare it to another like other countries, then Akiba is basically one whole city. It's not just like a big street. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the point is if you can take like the train to go to the other cities. But like
Yeah.
since you are kind of like tied to Akiba, like if you take the train to other cities, it's kind of symbolized that okay, you are giving up with everything, and then it's just over, and it's gone. And yeah, literally you'll get the game over if you take the train outside of Akiba.
Interesting.
Yeah, the other
It's
ways.
like, oh, I see. You don't want to play this game. Okay,
Yeah.
game over.
Game over. And then like it's and then like I forgot that I actually do this. Like so the game kind of opens with you are being kidnapped, and then you get genetically modified, basically like Kamen Rider.
Okay.
And then there is an interview with there's like some dialogue with the mid boss character.
Uh-huh.
And then like there are some choices, like usually this kind of choices it doesn't lead to the girl, that wouldn't matter, right?
Mm.
And then basically if you always choose like the last option, which is like because you got dropped into this because you were enticed by like a rare figure as the bait. And then like if you keep on insisting that you want the figure, like the mid boss will just get angry and then like fuck it, throw him into the river, and then the game ends.
What?
Yes. It's like literally like like even with the one where the game actually progresses, they still wanted to kill you anyway. But for some reason, if you insist on getting the figure, the mid boss will just fuck it, throw this guy into the river, and then like it's just game over.
Sure.
So like the fun part is like if you do like a new game plus, you get to customize the characters. And then I think I spent like 15 minutes playing with the customization. And then I got into the game. And then because it doesn't really matter, right? So I just that one just to be funny, and then like yeah, throw this guy into the river, and then like game over. So at that point of time, you are still in the cutscenes, so there's no chance to save yet. So like I just lost that 15 minutes from the character customization because I was trying to be funny. Oh my god.
Is it worth it though?
No, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Yeah. That's yep, ripped. It's a little bit too bad that they don't let you like change the thing like during the gameplay. So like you have access to like all these models, but like you can't change it during the gameplay. So you have to decide one before starting the game. But basically you can choose from the available models, so it's not like you can customize too much. So basically you can play as the NPC if you want. and then I try to scroll one by one. And then the main character is very generic. It's basically Kirito 3.0.
Okay.
But it's like I chose the other ones. Huh. It's like the other ones was like that just doesn't feel right. And then the main character, as generic as he is the least. He is the most inoffensive one. So I ended up always just going back to the default. My goodness.
Okay.
Yeah, and then with the heroines, basically they give you like one alternative hairstyle and one alternative color.
Mm.
So yeah, I tried the alternative color sometimes because so basically the game itself is pretty short. I think like I've got all the endings from the main game, which there are 4 endings. And then there are 4 endings, and then I already got all 4, and then I spent around 70 hours on it. With Atelier games, I spent 70 hours to get into the mid game, so I think that's by comparison, it's really short. Yeah. Also because the game itself, like I think I just realized that it was basically split into 3 parts. Like the chapter 1 is always the same. Chapter 2 is only a little bit different. Chapter 3 is the only one that is significantly different.
Oof.
Yeah. So like basically once you played once, you can skip everything from chapter 1 to chapter 2-ish. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, that's why like after that the game doesn't really take too much.
I see.
And then speaking back of being not horny, so like today I've been stuck in this one side mission where a pop idol group that is inspired by an actual idol group in the real world called the AKW48, which I think you can know like which idol group it is based on, but yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So basically, they are trying to do an image change by shaving their head, so they are all bald.
What?
Yes. I'm going to send the picture later. It's really cursed.
Okay.
But yeah. So one of the fans were not happy about the image change, and then he was like, "Yeah, please knock some sense into them." So you have to fight all 48 members of the AKW48.
Okay.
Yeah, in which their HP are really low. So since there are 48 of them, so the only difficulty there it's going to be annoying since there's in Akiba Strip how the battle works. The hit points is basically split into the 3 items of clothing that you are wearing. So your the one you wear on your head, the one on your body, and then the one on your pants basically. So if you hit some and then you also have 3 attacks which targets a specific area. So if you are targeting their clothes, the HP for their pants will not decrease. So that's the annoying part. So their HP is really low, so if you hit them once, their clothes will basically borderline break apart. But since there are a lot of them, so like there's at least like 10 of them attacking at once. So if you are, since I am really bad, my reflex is really bad, and I'm on the highest difficulty level, it just sometimes just it becomes really annoying because like once I got into a bad position, one of their attack is not threatening, but it locks my character in place so I cannot move, and then the other enemies just do their attacks, and then my cloth is just gone. And it's gone. Which is so basically like once the HP of the clothes reaches 0, there are two outcomes that you can go from there. So either you got hit again up to some point of an unwritten HP, and then the cloth will just break. So it will just be gone. So you will need to do everything from the start again. Well, not really. You have to go to the specific store and then rebuy the clothes again.
Okay.
Or they can strip you.
What?
Or they can strip that particular item of clothing.
Sure.
Yes. So if you got stripped for that particular type of clothing, there is a chance that you can recover it during battle. But if it is broken, then it will just be gone. So until the battle is over, you cannot equip another item of clothing in that area. So you just lost one third of your actual life. So yeah.
Okay.
And then yeah, because of that, they just attack me all at once. And then once the attack ends, my cloth just breaks, and then and then I just try to be more careful. Eventually, they killed my partner, and then I think I survived until there are only 5 left, and then I died. Pain.
Ow.
Pain.
Skill issues.
Yeah, skill issue indeed. I should have played with the highest difficulty level, but that is the only achievement that I'm missing currently. I don't have to do the side missions, of course. Like the main event, like the main story battle are not that tough in general. So I could have just skipped the side mission. But that's going to be like my last run for the game, so I kind of wanted to finish all the side mission while I'm at it. Now that now that I've given you everything without context, like why do you think like stripping is the option to kill the enemy? It's a philosophical question. Like why would you strip someone to quote unquote kill them?
I don't know. I guess it kills them socially.
It does if they are normal people. But yeah, also because like your main target, like the people that your character is fighting, are vampires.
Okay.
Are basically vampires. So yeah, basically you basically strip them so they got exposed to the sun, and then they will burn to death. Well, not really, but not really. So I think like because like there is basically they are humans that are infused like with this kind of evil spirit, which makes them really weak to the sun. So apparently, if you expose them to the sun, like it will burn only the evil spirit, and then like the actual person will be fine afterwards. If they don't suffer from the concussion, because you actually have to hit them to reshuffle their clothes and then strip them. So yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and then like the fun part is like even if they don't wear anything in that area, so like basically if they don't wear any hats, it can still hit their head, and then they will not receive any damage, but they will still like get staggered and everything.
Okay.
So basically they get staggered and they still get staggered, but they will not receive like an actual damage. So if you got pissed off by an NPC, you basically can just break one clothing, leave like one clothing intact, and then you just hit them in the part where they already don't have any clothing.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know why I did that. I did that once though. My goodness. I was turns out I was petty after all. I am petty still. Oh my goodness. I kind of wanted to play the first game now because the one that I'm playing is actually Akiba Strip 2. And there's Akiba Strip 1. And then there's an Akiba Strip anime. And I think all of them Yeah, and I think all of them are not really connected to each other because like how the monster system, how the monster system works, are all different. But yeah, and the anime itself, the style is way different than the games. Like if I show it to you, like you wouldn't think that they are the same anime. Because they are more in line into like if you know like the panty and stocking and garter belt. Like
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
basically more into like anime. It's anime, but more like the cartoonish kind of anime.
I see.
Yeah, yeah. And then like yeah, and then the anime it's more like kind of like the explosive special effect goes better kind of anime. So like because in the game itself, it's not really that flashy, right? You just hit people until their clothes got disheveled and then you strip them. But
Okay.
it's like, in the anime, it's like, yeah, the main character got really spirited and then he just made a big move and then like there's lights and everything and then he strips his enemies and then they explode. And then they explode, of course, because why wouldn't they? But, the first game, yeah, I heard the original one was really clunky, but this one is the port I heard it's okay. So yeah, maybe after I'm done with the second game, I'll try the first game as well. That's like actually I said that I've finished all the endings of the original game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I just realized that the game is now 10 years old. So to celebrate that, they made a DLC of the one single heroine that doesn't have her own route. Because of
Okay.
course, that's the only way they can sell this thing. So yeah, there's this one heroine called Kati. She has a Finnish weebu. there's She's a Finnish weebu, and so there's no better way to put it. But yeah, and yeah, she basically doesn't have her own route, and then they give her her own route. Although now that I've played like the route of the other characters, it kind of hinted like who she really is. Like they kind of spoiled it in the trailer too. My goodness,
I see.
Japanese companies not spoiling anything from the trailers. Challenge impossible.
I mean, does do a pretty good job.
Yeah, I still bought it in the end. kind of wanted the the Switch version now just because the box is nice.
Let's go read some books, man.
Yeah.
Stop being horny bonk.
No, I am stripping them only because it will save them. I am trying to help people here.
Bruh.
Definitely like not because I am trying to collect all clothes that is inside the game. Cause like I just realized like there are some NPCs they cannot spawn as the vampire basically. So you have to go through all this roundabout way to kind of taunt them into battle, and then you can strip them. So yeah. I think I spoke too much about that here, but yeah. I'm a horrible person, what can I say? And,
Whatever.
yeah. But yeah, I think like the only good thing that why BSS04 is delayed with how BSS04 is delayed is that now we don't have to fight the with our budget to budget both BSS04 and BS67. So yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
previously we have to spend on both, right? So it's like, yeah, thank goodness we don't have to spend on both.
That's just your problem. Ha.
The burn. I need the money. Money.
Not my problem.
Why are my friends so rich? I'm broke, but yeah. If you want to send any help or any questions, send it to us at our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you are listening on YouTube, you can also comment below. Maybe just sympathy message or any questions. We'll try to answer it if it's big enough. We will try to cover it inside the podcast as well. So yeah, I guess before it get any more depressing, that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next train. Bye bye.
Bye.
See you in the world if you go there. Bye bye.